believe you're now ready, and I want you to give yourself a round of applause for the perfect attendance. Now, let's know first our class rules for us to be guided. Listen attentively, respect. Everyone in this class has feelings, and bullying will not be tolerated. Be responsible, have fun and be creative. Now, I want you to prepare the following: notebook and pen, paper and book. You need also to be guided with the following for the scoring setup. Secretary, count the total score of the pre-test. Leader, count the total score of the post-test. Assistant leader, record the score of the rubric. In the previous lesson, we have learned about different media and information sources. For reliability of information, is the information that's said to be reliable if it can be verified and evaluated. It also refers to the trustworthiness of the source in evaluating the reliability of information. And for accuracy of information, refers to the closeness of the report to the actual data. Measurement of accuracy varies depending on the type of information being evaluated. Do you have clarification about our previous lesson? If yes, please don't hesitate to inform me or message me in our group chat or Google Classroom. For now, let's have this challenge. We are going to answer the question by doing the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, we are guided with the direction. Are you fond of watching movies? What movie genre do you usually prefer? And what elements do you usually look for from the genre of your choice? What are your standards in critiquing the effectiveness of a movie? Especially now that we are in pandemic, we have more time watching movies and television, or by using our gadgets, like cell phone and laptop to watch our favorite movies. But make sure you still have time to study and help doing household chores. Now, do you have an idea what do you think is our topic today? You are right. Our topic today is all about disseminating information. But first, we need to know the learning competency for us to be guided. At the end of the period, you are exhorted to present an issue in varied ways to disseminate information using the codes, convention, and language of media. To identify codes, convention, and message how they affect the audience, producers, and other stakeholders. Present an issue in varied ways to disseminate information using codes, convention, and language of media, and create your own media and information presentations. Now, please seat properly for we're going to have a pre-test first. Choose the letter of the best answer in each item. Write your answers in your notebook. Strictly no erasures. Make sure to observe timer. For number 1, it should always be remembered that media is not only an information-giving entity, but also a or in which depends on capital and profit. A. Organization. B. Business. C. Stakeholder. For number 2, these are the generally accepted ways of doing things. A. Convention. B. Codes. C. Both A and B. Write now your answer. For question number 3, designing message is at risk of compromising some members of the audience because of A. Commonality. B. Similarity. C. Diversity. For question number 4, in analyzing media messages, it is important to look at the message to fully understand its implications. A. Direct. B. Immediate. C. Underlying. Write down your answer. And for question number 5, this kind of code is often seen on print media, especially on headlines. A. Oral. B. Technical. C. Written. Write down your answer now. Please refer your answer and great job for the job well done. Please seat properly and be attentive. Let's now understand more about our topic today. Let's know more about media is a mass communication like broadcasting, publishing, and the internet. Media, in its broadest sense, exist for consumption and interpretation. Any form of media aims to send messages regardless of the purpose. It is crucial for media people to accurately consider how people understand and interpret concepts so their ideas also go along with the audience's expectations. Now, let's have the challenge number 1. Direction. In your notebook, accomplish the table below. Write 5 movies that you watched recently and provide clear and specific descriptions about them based on content, theme, and genre. Strictly no erasures. Observe the time given. You have 2 minutes to answer. Do you have an idea who is this man? This is Nice for Niepce, or Joseph Nice for Niepce. He was born March 7, 1765, at Chalon, France. He was a French inventor who was the first to make a permanent photographic image. This is the map and globe where Paris, France located. Let's now look at the first photograph. In understanding media, there are codes and conventions that you have to know. See this like building blocks of all media around you. Generally, media already possess a default in itself. Shown in the table below are 3 types of media codes, namely, symbolic codes, technical codes, and written codes. Conventions, on the other hand, are expected ways in which codes are organized in a product. Symbolic codes. These are codes that are social in nature. This only means that these codes exist outside media product themselves, but would be understood in by audience in general. For example, seeing somebody receive a red rose in a film would mean that there is a romantic relationship going between main characters. This is exactly similar to giving someone a red rose in real life. Let's proceed to setting. Known as the time and place of the narrative, setting describes where the story or a specific scene took place. It can be as big as an open space or as small as a room. It can even be a created atmosphere or frame of mind. For mise en scene. In the world of media, mise en scene is a French term that means everything within the frame. It also refers to all the objects within a frame the way they are arranged. To analyze this, you should look into the media set design, costume, props, staging, and composition. Now, for acting. In media, actors portray a variety of characters that contribute to character development, creating tension or interpreting the narrative. An actor portrays his or her assigned character through the following elements: facial expression, body language, vocal qualities, movement. For colors. In media, color has strong cultural connotations. As a student, analyzing the use of color in media and its various aspects, you have to look at the following: dominant color, contrasting foils, and color symbolism. Let's move on to technical codes. The second kind of codes are specific to a media form and do not live as a separate entity. To help you analyze this, look at different camera shots and their connotations in films and photographs. You have to remember that these may mean nothing to you or the general audience outside of those forms. These codes includes camera work, editing, audio, and lighting. I want you to observe to the slides presented. Let's proceed to camera work. How the camera is operated, positioned, and moved to achieve certain effects is also important in analyzing media. These include positioning, movement, framing, exposure, and choice of lens. How about for editing? Another important consideration in studying media is editing. It is the process of choosing, manipulating, and arranging images and sound. Generally, it is done for graphic edits, rhythmic edits, spatial edits, and temporal edits. Let's continue to audio. Using sound expressively or naturalistically also plays a role in media. Its three aspects include dialogue, sound effects, and music. Let's now move to lighting. Manipulating light, either natural or artificial, to selectively highlight specific elements of certain scenes, is also one of the important elements of media. These elements of lighting include quality, direction, source, and color. Now, let's have written codes. A type of code that is written usually includes formal written language used in media. Similar to technical and symbolic codes, written codes can be used to interpret a narrative and communicate information regarding a character. Also, it can convey issues and themes emergent within the media product. Examples of this code are printed and spoken languages. We also have conventions. To use media codes in some sort of a norm where it is acceptable by everybody, there has to be a convention. These are closely connected to what the scene expects from media. Examples are form of story and genre. We have form conventions, are the distinct ways that audiences expect codes to be arranged in media. Examples of these expectations are the title of the film at the beginning or the credits at the end. In printed media, it is expected that newspapers will have a masthead or a banner story as the most important news, then the sports news usually at the back. Mobile games usually begin with a step-by-step with help texts on how the game works. Now let's have story conventions. These story conventions are common narrative structures and expectations from media. Examples of these are narrative structures, cause and effect, character construction, and point of view or POV. For genre conventions, include the common use of tropes, characters, settings, or themes in a certain media. These are closely linked with how GG audience expects from the media product. They can be formal or thematic. For additional information, GG importance of video as visual media can further be corroborated by the fact that 78% of internet users watch videos every week, and 55% people watch videos every day. Major platforms like YouTube have helped videos become a huge success. And not to forget, that almost all social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. Saying that online videos is popular is a gross understatement. Within 6 billion hours of viewing YouTube per month, and an average of 40 minutes of viewing per session per person. YouTube is the undisputed king of online video. All forms of online video, documentaries, news, promotional videos, educational videos, and entertainment video are evolving. We cannot deny the fact that we are depending on technology or social media platforms. Like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, not only to seek information, but also for entertainment and discoveries. I believe you really understand our discussion. If you have clarification about the topic, please don't hesitate to ask me. Now, let's have an exploration 1.0. The following are in a form of group work. Each member of the group should participate and cooperate. You will do the assigned task provided with rubric. Observed time. Before doing this activity, I would like to remind each one of you to work in a safe and clean place to avoid any accident that may harm you while doing this activity. You may ask the help of your member, teacher, if needed. I am requesting everyone to please participate in this activity and work cooperatively with whoever the members present with you. For learning task, please follow the given directions. Observe time and be cooperative. Good luck. Congratulations! You really understand our topic today. Great job for doing the activity with perseverance and cooperation to complete the learning task. Let's have the wrap-up now. Let's supply our ideas to this unfinished statement. I learned that in understanding media, there are codes and conventions that you have to know. To add more understanding and to test if you really understand our discussion, let's have post-test now. Please analyze and understand the given questions. Good luck. Make sure to observe time. You may refer your answers now. Great! You finished answering the questions. Congratulations, and keep on learning. Let's always remember that effective dissemination and communication are vital to ensure that the conducted research has a social, political, or economical impact. Please also refer to this Republic Act number 10,175 for us to be guided, especially in the real-life scenario. For our question of the day, why should I care? Always remember to think before you click. Be responsible in using technology, especially in any social media platforms. For additional learnings, study about intellectual property, copyright, and fair use. Please also bring your art materials. Study your lessons and observed health protocol for us to be safe and healthy always. Again, congratulations for the great job. Whatever you do, use your creativity that can make you happy, and being creative makes a person unique. For your reference, click the link and all images, clip art, videos and GIF are credited. Thank you so much. Happy learning everyone, and thank you for listening. See you all next meeting, and God bless.